Mark here from newhometricks.com. Our Philips Hue lighting equipment has arrived, so I'm going to do a bit of an unboxing and a bit of a setup video. I'm going to split this into two parts because I've got the Philips Hue bridge and the Philips Hue bulbs, and I also decided to go ahead and get one of the wireless light switches, which I'll explain later on, possibly in part two. But to do the unboxing, I'm going to need a little bit of space, so we're going to go over here. And what we've got here is a few different things. First of all, we've got the Philips Hue bridge here, which is the actual controller for the lighting system. I've got a few light bulbs. I've got the regular full-sized Philips Hue white and colour ambience bulb, and I've got that twice, one with the bayonet cap, which is this one here, and the other one with the Edison screw. This is the E27 and this is the B22 bulb. And then I've got this candle bulb here, which is the small Edison screw, E14. Now, this is probably not the best way to buy these products. You can actually buy these as a starter pack. Philips do this as a starter pack system where you can get the bridge and then 3 of the bulbs together. But I didn't do that because of the different light fittings that we've got in our living room. And something that I also have here is the trusty penknife to cut through all of the tape on these things. I'm going to do this in two parts. I'm going to do this as a part one for the actual bridge and setup of the actual light bulbs, and then also we're going to have a look at the setup of the light switch here in part two. I'm going to go for that in part two. So we'll start by opening up the bridge here. Let's take a look at that. Let's get a little bit of tape on the back here. By the way, just while I'm opening this up, there's various different products in the Philips Hue range. There's the white and colour ambience bulbs, which is the ones that I've got here. And those are the full colour changing bulbs. You also get the white ambience, which don't do colour changing. They don't actually change colour, but they do change colour temperature as well as brightness. And then there's just the regular Philips Hue white bulbs, where you can't really do much apart from just turn them on and off and set the brightness level. But those are great if you have a bit of a budget that you're on, because those things aren't quite so expensive. Compared to some of the other products, and it's also good for areas of the house where you don't need that level of sophistication. So maybe the hall and stairs areas are places where you might not need, the full color changing thing going on. You just want to be able to turn the lights on and off. Anyway, let's have a look at this. So I've opened up the top of this, and this is the bridge here by the look of it, which is quite neat and compact. And thankfully, I don't need to rip at this. So that's it. Very small, lots of stuff on the back about all the different wireless protocols that it uses. It's very light, and it only has these 2 connectors on the back. So you've got the Ethernet port there for plugging it into your network, and obviously power, and that is it. You don't need to worry about a huge load of cables, and it is very, very small and very, very lightweight. So that'll be easy to conceal and very neat to put next to your router maybe, or wherever it's easiest to put it. So let's put that to one side and see what else is in the old box here. It's just a bit of cardboard. Presumably we're going to get we've got a little bit of a leaflet here that presumably is going to be our instructions. Just take a quick look at that. So yeah, let's put that to one side, because that looks like it's going to unfold into a big setup poster of some kind. What else have we got in here? Got another one of those. Another little leaflet here. This is just telling. This is telling you how to get started. So this is the. Okay, so this looks like some sort of a guide, and this is the sort of getting started thing. And then we've got the. What is this here? Oh yeah, we've got a network cable, so that's handy to have that. And of course we've got the power cable in here. Just for plugging that in, and that appears to be that. So let's take a look at this bayonet cap bulb here. Have a look at that. Just grab the trusty penknife and slit open the tape holding this thing down. Okay. So let's open this up. Plastic here, get rid of that. Okay, Okay, so there's a little. Okay, so this comes out in its own little caddy here. Let's put that down. Let's put that over here. How does this come apart? Okay, just opens up. There is the Philips Hue bulb. This is, as I say, the white and colour ambience bulb, and it actually says that on the front there. So this is the main bulb that I'll be installing up in the light fitting, in the ceiling light fitting in our case, and this is the full colour bulb. So what I'm going to do now is just open up the other bulbs that I've got here, and then I'm going to switch over and actually record the process of setting, first of all, this thing up, and then joining this and configuring it. Right, so I've already downloaded the Philips Hue app, and you can see on the screen here I've got my iPhone screen casting up to my PC. The app is, of course, also available on Android, but I've just downloaded the app. I've already plugged the bridge in downstairs, plugged it straight into the back of the router. Well, there we go. One new Hue bridge found. So, presumably just tap Setup. Right, okay, so it wants me to push the link button on the bridge that I want to connect to. So let's just go and do that. Bear with me. Okay, so when you push the button, it seems to have connected, so it also wants me to give permission to Siri, which I'm going to go ahead and do. An update is available for your Hue bridge. Okay, so it already wants to update firmware, so I'll go ahead and say yes to that. Updating Hue bridge. Let's let that do that for a moment. Anyway, it says update successfully installed. Good job. Thank you very much. Done. What does it want us to do next? Tap next when you want to continue. So what does it want to do now? Before you can use HomeKit and Siri, you need to pair your smart device to your Hue bridge. This enables you to control your rooms by saying turn thing. Okay, that's good. Let's go ahead and do that. Pair bridge. Select the desired home to enable Siri or create a new home. I'll just go with my home. That sounds fine to me. A little spinny thing in the top right there. Okay, look for the 8-digit setup code in the packaging or on the accessory. Is it on the packaging? I can't see it. So presumably it's on the device, so that means I'll just go downstairs and scan it. Bear with me a moment. Okay, so I scanned a little code on the back of the Philips Hue bridge, and it's paired my system with Apple HomeKit. Now I'm going to go over things like Apple HomeKit and how that interacts with it in another YouTube video and another post at some point in the future, but for now we'll carry on with setup. It wants me to add my lights, so tap plus. Okay, so to find new lights, make sure the lights are powered on, and then tap search below. So I guess the easiest thing for me to do then is to go and plug in my first light, which was the Philips Hue bayonet cap, into the ceiling fitting, and then do the search. So give me a moment while I go and plug that bulb in, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so I've plugged in the light bulb. That's now in downstairs. Let's hit search. Searching for lights. So hopefully this won't take too long to actually do. Oh, here we go. So it's giving us a few tips here. Tap the info icon to rename your light. Tap the plus button to add more lights. Okay, so let's rename that to something slightly more descriptive. Let's just call that living room ceiling. Okay, there we go. Gives us a model number, software version, that kind of thing. That sounds good. And okay, let's just go back, I guess. Is that what we do? Just go back? Ah, there we go. Cool. Right, I do have other bulbs to add, but I'm going to do that later, so I'll just hit next. Room setup. Tap the plus button to create your first room. One unassigned lights. Okay, let's tap plus. Give your first room a name, select the type of room you're creating, and then select which lights are in this room. Okay, well that's going to be fairly easy, as it is indeed going to be living room. Living room, perfect. Room type, it seems to have selected that for us already, but let's have a look and see what other rooms are available. Oh, I've got loads here. Living room, kitchen, dining room, hallway, terrace, driveway. Oh, cool. Let's just stick with living room because that is the correct room type. Light selection, it's already ticked that for us. Living room, ceiling, and we hit save. Oh, saving can take a while. Oh no, that's done. Done already. Room setup, that's done for us. We'll do some more of that later on. Next. Congratulations, your Hue app is up and running. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we're in, and we can turn the living room light off by the looks of it. Oh, that's nice. Changes colour for us. Tap again, turn it back on. Cool. And then we've got, let's see what else we've got here. Routines. Okay. Explore and have a look around that. Settings. Lots of different settings to play around with. Oh, software update. There's an alert there. Your software is out of date. Presumably that's going to be one of the... Maybe that's the actual bulb itself that's out of date. Okay, we'll check that out later on. Okay, so I'm gonna have a look at adding some more bulbs in, and then the next part that I'm going to do is the light switch, the wireless light switch. So thanks for watching so far. Check out part 2 coming soon, and also have a look at the blog post that goes with this video. Do remember to subscribe and check out the website newhometricks.com. Follow me on Twitter. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks.